Hello, this is teddygaming Museum. Welcome back to another review on the 2012 tmnt show for the season 1 episode. I want to say never say xever. And this episode was a massive improvement from the last few episodes that we've been given. And don't get me wrong, the last few episodes were okay, but I feel like there was a little improvement for those episodes. But this one, oh boy, was this one brilliant. Um, Everything about this episode, I thought there was I would say there's things about this episode that could have been improved on, but the majority of it was perfectly executed really well. And got introduced to a new villain called Xever, who was an interesting character. I'd say he has a lot of potential to be more interesting. I would say, and he's more like a street level hero or villain, shall I say? But it's something more you'd see like I'm not really sure what he's seen in, but still, nonetheless, he's more like a realistic villain. You could sort of say, in many ways, I guess. But let's actually get on with the review, shall we? So the episode starts off with talking to Chris Bradford, and Chris Bradford's trying to say that he won't fail to again. He was be given like another chance. He would take down Turtles once and for all. So that's when Sevo walks in saying, "Oh yeah, I'll kill Turtles myself. I've already put the hit on the streets for these guys." And that's when the two team up to take them out. So with the intro, nothing changed there. But then you get the Turtles, they're walking over to Murakami's son's little restaurant. And the reason for this is because he's blind, so you don't know about Turtles. So this is giving them a good opportunity just to be normal humans for a change. Maybe they acted more like one. But still, while they're over there, I see that he's been attacked by the Pearl Dragons. And this is where we get to see one of the first fights in this episode, which were done perfectly well. So these fights were like range of, it was like 3 Pearl Dragons against 4 Turtles, and they teamed up really well. I'll say there was no real bad elements about this one. I feel like maybe the one little bit iffy scene from this whole episode, or this whole fight scene here, is probably April throwing a saucepan at someone kicking him out. I don't have anything against it. It just seems a bit out of place for her character to be able to just automatically take someone out without actually going through enough training that she should have gone through. But after this, while Tails fighting him, he makes his final move and says that the Pearl Dragon should just get out of there because, well, they've been beaten, they've had enough and all that. We'll comment on this later and get to that a bit later. But Murakami-san wants to thank them, so he makes some pizza, but it's not how you expect it, as this one is pizza gyoza, which I really want to try. I've always wanted to try since I saw this episode, and it's really made me want to try even more after seeing this one again. So that might be a New Year's revolution for me. But still, after this, the Turtles go back to there and just start talking. And Raphael comments on Leo saying that he shouldn't be up dummy more because he's been beaten sad enough. And Osman says like you shouldn't, like, even though you like sort of like stop the battle, doesn't mean that you're weak. You just might show that you're smart in other ways, because why would you continue to fight if you're basically won it? So the Turtles go after, try to find where Xever is, or the Pearl Dragons are, so they can basically put an end to all this. And that's when the Pearl Dragons talk to Xever and Chris Bradford, saying that they know where they are, but for a price. But this eventually leads to Turtles coming after them inside the warehouse. And again, in this scene, it's another amazing battle. The Turtles vs Pearl Dragons, Chris Bradford and Xever, amazing. I can't really say much more than that. It's just truly incredible. I don't think there's not one bad thing I can say about this whole fight. But then eventually you get not Pearl Dragons. You get the Foot Clan that eventually make their way into it. But they do it weird because they just jump through the wall. I don't know what to say to this. It's weird. They shouldn't even be there because when you look at the holes in the wall, it's just pitch black. So, what? How long were they there? feel like there's more questions here than answers that we'll probably never get the answers to. But the phone says, oh, well, it tells when we first saw them, they were after that Murakami-san. So, Xever and Chris Bradford go after him and take him away and then capture him. So this then leads the Trolls to go after uh, Murakami as one of, like, because he shouldn't like be involved in this, so this has nothing to do with them. So they go after Chris Bradford, and for some reason also a athletic club for the Olympic side. Doesn't he have his own dojo where he can do all that stuff? Still, so Tells kidnap him, and they go up to the rooftop to make a bargain. But Zeba doesn't want to because he's not really his friend, so they have to just give him up. And this is where another epic battle happens, and this I really do feel like was the highlight of the episode. Just seeing this massive battle of the Tells versus the Foot, it was truly incredible, and I wish they would show a bit more. Like, I feel like this whole episode is sort of how they should do more of the episodes within later episodes, as it really shows like a really good balance of like story, action, and everything in between. And yeah, it really is incredible. All Tells have their little moments to shine while fighting the Tell or Foot Clan, and none of them ever really feel any weaker than the others. But then Chris Bradford gets out of his chains and helps out in the battle, which eventually leads to a Tell's downfall where they lose. But Yo gets his sword from Fong and slices open the water container thing that not too sure what it's called, but it takes them away. And I thought this might be a little reference to the Shredder Strikes Part 2 in many ways, in a way, but I don't know. I feel like it could not be as well. But then Mikey says Murakami as he's about to die. And yeah. And at the end, they just say that, oh, this is all war and all this stuff. And Shredder's gonna do it himself in the next episode. And he does. So, yay, that's one thing to really look forward to. So, overall, this episode, I'd definitely have to say that this is probably the best one we've seen so far throughout these 8 episodes so far. There's not exactly one bad thing I would say about this episode, if there is anything I could say bad about this episode. I think maybe, I think there's only a few things I would say which I would say could have been improved on, but not bad by any means. But I think that's real got for this episode. This one is just truly incredible, and I really wish they did made more episodes more like this one. This one's more better made, I'd like to say, and should have been held and made all the other episodes. But yeah, let me know what you think about this episode in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you have things wrong with this? Or do you... just tell me what you think about this episode. I'm really interested to see what people have to say about this episode. Because of course this one came out quite long ago. Don't know if too many people remember this one, but who knows, I could be wrong about that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do like this one, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo. Bye.